Hey guys, Nick again, just a quick short video following on from the other one. Apologies about the Black Friday deal, didn't manage to get that together. The gentleman I was working with couldn't get the things together to make it happen, but that'll be done in due course. But getting back to this video, how do we help people change? Talking to a few people recently who wanted somebody else to change. And what I noticed was there was a few things that went wrong. They said to the person, "You are this, and you should do this. You need to do that." And the problem is when you give somebody an identity, just going back to this metaphor we used last time, if you say to somebody, "You are this," let's say this character here, they're not that character. So what happens is the unconscious mind will disagree with that because they know that there are some of lots of different characters. And the problem which I said before in other videos about not using modal operators or critical parent modal verbs, which is need, should, must, got to. These are phrases that will likely create a reaction in people to either do the opposite or ignore you completely. So the people I was chatting to, I noticed them using these patterns. And they've all studied, hypnotherapy and stuff. So what I was going to do is just do a video on to help you how you can change yourself and help other people change. And the first thing to do is when I'm working with somebody in a therapeutic situation or when I'm trying to help somebody, is the first thing you do is you have to get the person. It's helpful to get the other person to recognise the situation themselves. So we don't want to blame, or we do, so basically you can do it by asking a question. So you would say something like, do you feel that a part of you behaves in this way? So whatever that is, if the person's asking for your help. So you say, and how do you feel that part expresses itself? And listen, a lot of the problem a lot of people have is a lot of people like to talk at people, and just tell them and just keep talking louder and more words, and really you don't get anywhere with sort of influence and persuasion and helping people in therapy. So the secret is to talk less but make the words richer and stronger. So what you would say is, firstly they need to want to be helped, to want to be able to change. Secondly, help them to understand what their issue is, because they'll talk to you about it and they'll say, so you just say, how does this not work for you? How does it work for you? So you isolate that particular ball and work on that alone. Always keep maintaining the value of the individual, because every individual has values and attributes that are good. So what we're doing is looking to help that person change that specific thing. So once they've understood that and they've expressed how it expresses itself, what it does that's good, what it does that's bad, and then you say, what is the outcome that you would want? And then allow that person to go inside and give you the exact words. And what frustrates me with some of my students sometimes is, apart from not listening, is this is gold. When you ask somebody what it is they want, whenever I'm in therapy or I'm doing a course or anything like that, you'll see me beavering, feverishly writing down the blooming words that they've said exactly as they said them, every single word. And if you don't get that right, it's gold. And when the person gives you that, it's absolute gold. The person tells you exactly what they want. And then what I do is I feed that back to them so that they get that loop, so they know I get them. And a lot of clients and people I say just know that I understand them and they get them really well. And then what we can do is we can start that process of change. But if you're not listening and you're using words like you're this, you're that, you need to, you're not going to get anywhere apart from having a big field of conflict. So it's just a short video. I'm going to do these in steps and stages so that you can really get on with this. But what I want you to do is I want you to go away, practice this with your friends, family or whatever else, and practice listening and then writing down the words and asking questions and getting the person, the client, the friend, whatever, to answer their own questions. Don't tell them what to do, ask them what they want to happen. Does that make sense? Hopefully. I love your comments, your feedback. Please like, subscribe and share. Share with all your friends. We're doing loads of cool videos, just explaining things in bite-sized videos, bit by bit, to help you understand psychology, communication, influence and all the rest of it. All right, good to speak to you. Take care and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.